FUTAT.com.
The legendary literary genius William Shakespeare, in one of his great works, said, "There are so many events in the womb of time." Shakespeare's statement is a graphic illustration of about 4 decades of existence of the Federal University of Technology, Minna. The story of the university started in 1980, when the federal government of Nigeria announced the decision to establish 7 federal universities of technology with the aim of enhancing technological development in the country. The Federal University of Technology, Minna, thus came into being on the 1st of February 1983 to train scientists and engineers. This documentary provides an insight into the significant impact made on the growth and development of education in Nigeria, as well as how the Federal University of Technology, Minna, became a key player in the global academic scene. The growth and development of the university started with the appointment of the Foundation Vice Chancellor, Professor Jonathan Othman Ndagi, in November 1982, alongside the first Chancellor of the university, who is also the Emir of Zaria, Alhaji Shehu Idris. The Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of the first Governing Council of the university was also appointed on 1st of February 1983 to mark the foundation date of the university at the defunct Government Teachers College, Boso, now called Boso Campus of the university. Having acquired the defunct Government Teachers College, Boso, the facilities were remodeled and upgraded, as well as additional structures constructed to accommodate the central administration block comprising the Vice Chancellor's office, the registry, and bursary. 9 classrooms, 1 laboratory each for physics, chemistry, biology, geography, and geology, the library, mini computer center, male and female student hostels, as well as staff quarters were accorded priority.
Federal University of Technology, Minna, was established back in 1983 and is among the 3rd generation universities. And looking at the journey so far, we will say that the university has done well.
We started as a very small component where everyone knows everyone. But today, sometimes I'm surprised that I don't know most of my colleagues in the university. Someone has to introduce himself or herself and say, "Oh, I'm a staff in this school," or even in my school, just to tell you the extent of the growth we've had over the years.
In June 1983, the recruitment of the foundation academic staff commenced, while the first batch of the recruited academic staff reported on the 1st of December 1983. The second batch reported on 3rd of January 1984. The first set of students reported for registration on the 13th of February 1984. The health services of the Federal University of Technology, Minna, started on the 1st of June 1984 with the staff in a room shared with other units of the university. Today, it has grown into a full-fledged division comprising 6 units. In September 1985, the Senate building at the Boso campus was completed to accommodate the Vice Chancellor's office, the registry, and the bursary, while the Student Affairs Division relocated to offices erstwhile occupied by these units. Science and engineering are core disciplines in any university of technology. The Federal University of Technology, Minna, therefore worked hard to establish 4 schools at the beginning. They are School of Science and Science Education, School of Agriculture and Agricultural Technology, School of Environmental Technology, and the School of Engineering and Engineering Technology. Precisely on the 28th of October 1984, the Senate of the university concluded arrangements for the creation of the other three schools. 1st of February 1986 marked the official inauguration of the Federal University of Technology, Minna, by former military president and commander-in-chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, GCFR. The first convocation ceremony took place on the 27th of January 1990 with 22 graduates. The staff strength has also gone up from about 50 in 1984 to 2,484 in 2020. The University Staff School, which was established in 1987, now boasts of a secondary section. General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, GCFR, the former military president and commander-in-chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, performed the sword turning ceremony on the 2nd of June 1992 to commence project execution on the main campus at the Gidan Kwano along Minna Bida Road. Since then, it has been work unending. Physical development of the main campus started with 8 projects under Phase 1 of the implementation program of the master plan. The projects include the School of Engineering and Engineering Technology, School of Agriculture and Agricultural Technology, as well as School of Environmental Technology buildings. Others are student hostels, student center, library complex, Senate building, and road network. The university also got approval and connected the Gidan Kwano campus to the national grid. Apart from this, more strategies were evolved, which led to the completion of quite a number of projects under Phase 1 of the implementation program of the master plan. Consequently, movement of the university from Bosa campus to its main campus at the Gidan Kwano along Minna Bida Road became a reality on Monday, the 24th of January 2005. After the stunning event in the history of the institution, the Federal University of Technology, Minna, witnessed steady growth and development under different leaderships of the university management.
There is a mutual respect, a mutual recognition of each other's responsibility. Our focus is that there is paramountcy of the interests of the students. And 2, we consider it important that there should be fairness, justice, okay, all around in the relationship of management to staff and to students.
Our lecturers in this university, they've always complied. They know the essence of being here, and they've been cooperating with management and trying to ensure that we strive towards attaining the vision and mission of the university.
What is responsible is the fact that there is immense cooperation between management and staff. That understanding is there.
The university also established campus radio station, codenamed Search FM, to reach out to students and the residents of the university community.
The community radio Search FM has had a donation of a building, a radio station by Alhaji Mohammed Babangida, IBB's son.
The Academic Publishing Center, sponsored by TED Fund, to serve as publication center for academic journals of all universities in the North Central geopolitical zone of the country, will soon commence operation.
We initially had some kind of delay because TED Fund themselves were thinking of the operational model of the center. Very soon, decisions will be taken as to how to operationalize the center.
Realizing the importance of electronic testing center, the Federal University of Technology, Minna, has constructed the center and equipped it with computers to improve e-examination of the students of the university and also create additional office accommodation for staff of the center. Two additional blocks of male and female students' hostel have been constructed under the Presidential Needs Assessment. In spite of these efforts, hostel accommodation has remained a major challenge. To address the situation, the university management has resolved to attract funding from the university alumni, corporate bodies, and spirited individuals, as well as look into the direction of private sector through public-private partnership arrangements.
We were able to secure the support of Urban Shelter, and they have now committed to the provision of 5,000 bed spaces for us, with 1,500 to be delivered this year as the first cluster.
The university is desirous of accommodating at least 75% of its students on campus to effectively expose them to the university culture.
Their needs assessment, the half of their needs assessment, about 2.5 billion, was being sat upon for whatever reason or the other. We were able to get that release, and then of course we were able to win these high impact funds for the university.
So as it is now, the university has become a kind of a giant construction site with so many projects going on, and they are at different levels of completion.
The university has, in the last 2 years, witnessed tremendous strides in the area of physical infrastructural upgrade.
The university management and the union work hand in hand to bring about development and peace in the university.
All unions, not only my union, are members of a budget monitoring committee. They look at the way and manner by which money given from TED Fund have been expended.
The construction of the School of Physical Sciences and the School of Life Sciences complexes have started as the university management is committed to relocating the schools from Boso campus to the main campus at the Gidankwano along Minabida Road in no distant future.
By the grace of God, before the end of this year, both schools can now be relocated from Boso, where they are currently are located, to the permanent site.
The construction of lecture theatre for the School of Information and Communication Technology, aimed at providing lecture space for all the departments in the school, has begun. Other projects include completion of the second phase of the School of Engineering and Engineering Technology Complex, construction of the second phase of cybersecurity building, 20 units each for male and female lavatories, construction of 250-seater capacity lecture theatre for School of Information and Communication Technology, as well as construction of 2 ICT hubs. The university's e-learning has finally gotten approval from the National Universities Commission to run degree programs after 10 years of its establishment. Realizing that research is one of the key mandates of any university in the world, Federal University of Technology, Minna Research Drive has received tremendous support of the university, and research has been scaled up.
The management is always happy to see that the university is moving fine in the aspect of research.
University management, they have been really supporting us as researchers, owing to many of the grants. At least we have information of research grants are available nowadays?
Our Vice Chancellor is a scientist. He's an international scholar. So he knows the value of research.
The University Board of Research, having been expanded to the Directorate of Research, Innovation and Development, Federal University of Technology Minna has been in the forefront of conducting cutting-edge research.
Currently, we have over 120 people in different parts of the world that are doing their PhDs. Those that have come back have actually been contributing massively for the purpose of research.
Today in the university, we're expanding our research so that the communities around us, we want to affect their farm product. We want to affect the way they do things, and that is ongoing.
Yeah, the researches that we conduct in the university have been of immense benefit to the society and the community, especially in terms of educational achievement and in terms of product development.
A team of researchers from the Center of Genetic Engineering and Biotechnology, Federal University of Technology Minna, recorded a research breakthrough by producing the first carbon nanoparticles in Nigeria. This was made possible by acquisition of multi-million naira state-of-the-art equipment under the auspices of the World Bank.
What we are doing now is to produce a nanoparticle that will free the food of bacteria. Even when they consume the food, all the bacteria present in their body will also be eliminated.
Also, one of the professors from the Federal University of Technology Minna led a group of researchers that developed and produced typhoid vaccine that has been tested on humans. The university has also won the World Bank research grant to the tune of $6 million for the establishment of the Africa Center of Excellence for mycotoxin and food safety, the 11th of such centers in the country.
NUC, as the national coordinator, requested for research proposals. 151 groups in Nigeria indicated interest to bid for that grant. 132 applications were received from various universities in this country, including 6 from Federal University of Technology, Minna. 43 were selected to the continental level. 26 were found good enough. 17 made it to New York for final evaluation. This group that wrote the proposal for an African Center of Excellence for mycotoxin and food safety was one of those 10 applications that was successful.
The center aims at creating learning opportunities and research results that will address Africa's shortage of expertise in food safety and applicable solutions.
So we're trying to specialize, apart from mycotoxin, take metals. As we know incidences of metal toxicity, especially the cases in Zamfara State and some part of Niger State. So we want to analyze food samples from these states where there is active gold mining unregulated by the government.
We just won a particular award called for Women in Science Sub-Saharan African Award from Lori UNESCO, which I happened to win for Federal University of Technology, Minna. We're just 2 in Nigeria.
We have patented up to 7 intellectual properties that are solving problems within national and global problems.
As part of efforts aimed at boosting telecoms-based research in Nigerian tertiary institutions, Professor Elizabeth Onwurah and Professor Abiodun Musa Aibinu attracted research grants from the Nigerian Communications Commission to the university. The research grants are for the design and development of low-cost adaptive GSM signal booster, fabrication and production of GSM battery, as well as seamless data and voice connection using multiple operators-enabled SIM card.
The essence of the booster has two antennas. One will receive it, a strong antenna will receive that weak signal. Then the booster circuit will strengthen, pull it up, and then the second antenna will now rebroadcast it around, especially people who are indoors.
We have been working on developing what is called fuelless generator. You have a generator that doesn't use petrol, neither petrol nor diesel.
Mobile communication-enabled walking stick has mobile communication components, obstacle detection, phone call initiation to predefined caregivers, real-time transmission of vital signals to remote health workers, flashlight, Bluetooth, and battery charging system.
The whole idea is that it must be able to intelligently detect when there is fall or otherwise while in use. That's one of the work we have done that involve artificial intelligence.
Many other researchers from the Federal University of Technology, Minna, have attracted research grants to the university from the Tertiary Education Trust Fund, TED Fund, Nigerian Telecommunications Commission, NCC, Raw Materials Research Development Council, Federal Ministry of Mines and Steel Development, and so on.
Research conducted by the professors have won awards and research grants for the university.
We have also had grants within the year from the Royal Academy of Engineering, Federal Ministry of Mines, and so many other sources. So much so that we are beginning to see that the structure put in place is beginning to yield a very good result for us.
There's no year we don't have a grant that we win. We're always winning one or the other. It may be in Truku, but you understand, we have the step B, just about winding up. We got the African mycotoxin. We have the clean energy by the Professor Ibinu team. We have the Professor Elizabeth Onwuka's team. About 4 of them for this last session alone.
The West African Science Service Center, WASCAL, on climate change and adapted land use, a capacity building and research collaboration between Germany and the Federal Ministry of Education, is hosted by the Federal University of Technology, Minna.
In FUT Minna, we were tasked with the responsibility of running a master's program on climate change and adapted land use. After we successfully graduated 3 sets, we were now asked to upgrade to a PhD, and then the PhD is the one referred to as climate change and human habitat.
The center runs Master of Technology degree program on climate change and adapted land use to encourage cross-border collaboration in education and research with a view to addressing impacts of climate change in West Africa in an integrated, cross-disciplinary and multi-sectoral manner.
Climate change also means global cooling, but in this case, we are talking about global warming. So the more urban areas or cities warm up, the more the challenge in keeping those places habitable. So our program in Minna is going to focus on innovative solutions to ensure that cities do not suffer so much, because if there's so much of that, then it means human habitation will be a challenge.
The university has also recorded a number of academic achievements, including the design and fabrication of highly valuable items of socio-economic importance, such as solar air heater, motorcar crankshaft, gearing system for crane, and rise destoning machine. It is therefore not surprising that Federal University of Technology is ranked among the best tertiary institutions in Nigeria and Africa as a whole.
Today, if you look at national and international rankings, you will find that the university is rated amongst the top 10 universities in Nigeria and amongst the top 100 in Africa. So, without any consideration for age or for size, the university has done well, and we are proud of it.
In recognition of excellence in areas of science and technology, Federal University of Technology, Minna, has been attracting eminent scholars from within and the world over, while all its academic programs have received full accreditation.
Since 2013 to date, we had all our programs full accreditation. And we have been having new programs. You understand? It was because the Vice Chancellor gives the Director of Academic Planning needed tools to succeed.
The school is a very, very good school. The students are law-abiding, and the lecturers are really trying their best.
They have opened me up to the world of research more because we have mentorship from our lecturers. Unionism also is not left aside. That is the social aspect of the university.
We were able to appoint the Vice Chancellor without any rancor at all. A process that other universities were trying to emulate, and in which both the winner and the loser appreciated.
The Federal University of Technology, Minna, has grown into a reputable and giant institution among tertiary institutions, not only in Nigeria, but the world over.
Beats by SV.com.